Designing your checkout page. So from the dashboard, we're going to go to courses and we're going to open a course. If you're already in there, you're going to go across to the pages tab. So let's have a look at the checkout page now. To edit this page, we just need to click edit page. This will open up as a new tab, meaning we can still get back to this page for any links we need to grab from here, and we can edit the page inside here. So here's our checkout page, and this is by default how it is set up. But we can still modify this. You're going to notice that we have some pre-existing content in here which we expect you to change. So you can replace your profile picture in here and change this text, and you can even delete these whole element blocks out by clicking the delete button inside there, or the recycle bin. This deletes them out. You can also clone areas as well by clicking the clone button and cloning. And you can go into the settings of all of these elements inside here. Now, pages are designed with blue blocks that contain all of the content. These gold blocks show that it's actually dynamic content. Okay, so it's being brought in from the price plan, and you shouldn't touch this. But generally in a new block like this, you'll have a blue block, and then you'll have a green block and elements inside it. Let me just show you how that works. So if I go to empty block and I drag an empty block in, you'll see that I have a blue containing block, and inside that we expect you to put a row. You can choose from the rows inside here. Let's choose 50-50. You'll also notice if you click in a row, which is green, you can move these across to have different spacing. You can also right hand click and you can add columns to these rows. You can also delete columns out as well by clicking in here and clicking delete, and then inside these rows go red or elements, so things like buttons or images or even text. Let's put some text in there. This is how simple it is to work with Zenler. Now, under all of these they have a settings tab in here. You can also clone the block, you can save the block out, and you can delete the entire block, and you'll see that that is common for most areas. This area contains the save block because it contains everything, but these contain a clone, a bin, and the settings. And also, if you go into the elements, they contain settings, clone, and the bin icon. You can also drag them across into different block areas with true drag and drop experience. Let's just delete this out and go back to the default checkout page. Now, as mentioned before, we can highly customize this, and you can create your own header for the top, and you can even color all the background by going into settings. And inside here you'll be able to change the options. So in this case I might drop this in here, and you can see this lays here, and I might put an overlay color of white in here just to knock it back a bit. With the dynamic areas, we do not give you too many settings to play with because these are very important, and my advice is not to touch the checkout page too much unless you know what you're doing. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to delete out this element block here and just keep it in the basic standard like this. Please note, inside this area you can customize this as well slightly by going into here. For instance, this button that's blue down the bottom, I could change this to a different color like so. You can also change the pricing and other things inside here, and you can also go into the main block and change things like the colors, etc. inside here, and or give it a background image like I did for the top one. So customizing your checkout page can be quite simple. You can also create new blocks and put them in here if you wish as well. We have full support documentation on using what's called, this is the page builder inside Zenler. Please check out our support docs on page builder.